too late.
No!
You can't hide.
Hugh, how are you?
Good, Brenna. How are you?
Happy to see you again. Last time was Les Mis, and now it totally changes the Wolverine.
A little bit different of
Yeah.
a genre movie, but actually, two characters have some similarities. You know, both very tough, both sort of plagued by doubt and their past, but no singing in this one.
Yeah.
Promise.
I visit Japan several times. I love the culture. It's a beautiful country. But I remember my very first time, I feel like, okay, I feel like totally foreigner in this country.
You know, more than anywhere else on the planet.
Exactly.
It is so different in every way. I mean, it's a modern metropolis. There's restaurants. You can still get a Starbucks there, whatever.
Yeah.
But in some ways, it feels so foreign. You feel such a fish out of water. And that's the reason why I love having this character there. Also because his qualities are so opposite to those qualities of the samurai and the ninja, that idea of history and honor and code.
Yeah.
He's the opposite. So in every way, and I think the audience, through his eyes, get to experience what you experienced when you first went there.
There's no human being in flesh and blood who can relate to the Wolverine that you can image Hugh Jackman. So your relationship with him in so many movies, at this point, how is it?
I'm enjoying playing this character more than ever, which might sound surprising to you after 13 years, but I feel like we're getting closer and closer to the really original idea and spirit of the character. I'm loving it. Physically, it does get tougher and tougher, but in a way, playing him and getting to explore different sides of his vulnerability and as well as his strengths has been great fun. So, you know, maybe just because I'm getting older, I think it helps playing this character. I mean, let's face it, he's maybe 200, 300 years old, who knows? So maybe that helps.
How difficult it is to be? It looks like you need to be in shape like 24/7.
For this, I do.
In general, you're always,
Well, if you think about it, for 13 years, I've always known probably that I'm going to play it again at some point. I mean, I'm promoting the movie now, but I'm playing him again right now in X-Men Days of Future Past. So it's, as Will Smith says, it's much easier to stay in shape than to get into shape. But trust me, I'm not always like this.
Which movie do you think was the breaking point of your career that you say, really?
This one. This was the first film I did in America. So at the time I was auditioning, I was on stage in London doing Oklahoma, a musical. And I went to audition like everybody else around the world because they were doing an open casting call. So I luckily got the part. It was 9 months later and 7 auditions later that I actually got the part. But this was the real turning point for me.
Can't go wrong, 'cause I'm in black. Ask me where will the day be?
Any plans to go back to the stage?
Yes, right now I'm about to do a final third workshop of a new musical called Houdini, about the great magician, Harry Houdini. So maybe next year we'll see how that goes.
You know, in Peru, we recently got The Boy from Oz.
Yes, I know, I heard, and my friend and producer went down there for it, and he said it was fantastic. Did you see it?
Of course.
Did you
They're
enjoy
my friends,
it?
Carlos Arana and Marco Zunino playing your character.
Really?
Yeah.
How did he go?
Amazing.
Yeah.
So how do you think that your work is, I mean, that play is now touring the world?
Well, I think it's fantastic. I mean, it's such a great story, and I love playing it. I wasn't the first, I was the second person to play it, so I think, I'm glad it stood this, you know, the test of time, And I wish I got to see it down there.
Well, next time, maybe.
I would love to come to Peru.
Please.
Yes, no, I have a long-standing sort of commitment with my son to go and to go there and see Machu Picchu and do the whole thing, so.
Thank you so much, Hugh. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, man.
That day ain't here yet.